in Norway, they've got a saying. There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. So we're going to talk a little bit about the clothing that we need to weather the storm ahead. Yeah. And maybe a little bit closer to home, to quote the words of Henry Kissinger, a diamond is just a chunk of coal that did well under pressure. So we're going to talk a little bit about what it takes to do well under pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the brink of the fourth industrial revolution. Nothing less than a transformation of humankind. A revolution in the way that we live, a revolution in the way that we work. And you can already see it. It's in your pocket, that little box. Ubiquitous mobile supercomputing with more power than what it took to get Apollo to the moon. All the world's information in the palm of your hands. All the world's information. It's pretty incredible, right? You can see it in self-driving motor cars, in self-driving aeroplanes. You can see it in self-driving drone taxis, which are about to be launched in Dubai. And if you're worried about getting into one of those, just try getting into one of our local taxis. You might actually feel quite safe. In fact, apparently Dubai are training up some of our South African taxi drivers to do the remote control driving of those drones because they need people who are completely unbounded by the rules of the road. You can see it in neurological brain enhancement, genetic editing, which is being called the cure for cancer. You can see it all around. Why? Well, this tremendous change is being driven by digitization and automation, and you don't have to look far to see the effects. In 1990, let's talk a little bit about labor. In 1990, the economic juggernaut of the planet was Detroit. The top 3 companies in Detroit produced around $250 billion of revenue. Today, the economic juggernaut of the planet is Silicon Valley. The top 3 companies there produce more than double that revenue. But here's the kicker, with less than 10% of the people. Okay, so that sounds a little scary, right? Oh my gosh, digitization, automation, robotics, decimating labor. But last month, the US reported the lowest unemployment stats in 50 years. So what does that tell us? What that tells us is, yes, jobs are being decimated, but jobs are being created. When I first started in this business nearly 25 years ago, I can tell you what I was told is you're going to have 3 to 7 jobs through your life. Today, it's 3 to 7 careers through your life. Now that might sound a little scary, but hey, maybe that could be fun to do something different, right? Maybe there's something in that. And no, we don't know what it looks like because there are careers probably that you and I will be doing that do not currently exist. So I can't tell you what that looks like. All we know is that it's happening. It's happening.